I floundered a lot about the decision. And I was in a parish, and at the time, in those days, this was 1960, and in those days, it was very difficult for a teenager to find a spiritual direction in the church. And I went to my pastor. Well, first of all, I didn't think the Sisters of St. Mary would take me because I thought that you had to graduate from high school. So I didn't even ask the Sisters of St. Mary. I didn't pursue it. And, they might have taken me, I don't know. But I didn't pursue it, and I pursued other congregations. So my pastor, when I went to talk to him, because I didn't know who to talk to, he guided me toward the sisters that were working in his parish, whose mother house and novitiate were far, far away. And I almost went there. I had everything but the train ticket to leave. And so I went to my high school principal to tell her of my decision. And my mother took me to go see her, and she sat up straight in the chair, and I thought she was going to be delighted that I was going to become a nun. And she said, "Oh, no." Whereupon I just wept and cried and cried and cried. And I thought, well, why is she so upset? Because I think this is just a really blessed thing to do. And so she said, "I'm not asking you why you didn't choose St. Mary, but I think you're just too young." Well, I was just, flabbergasted. So anyway, she said, "Okay, I'll just ask you one thing." I said, "What?" And she said, "I'll ask you to make a novena." Here comes the novena again. To pray 9 days, and you just name the saint, and we'll both pray for 9 days and see what happens. And I said, "Okay." The Blessed Mother Mary. And she said, "Okay, we'll both pray and then we'll decide." Well, so I don't tell many people this, and now it's out there. Thank you. So during that time, I prayed. And one evening, and I can still feel it, and I can still feel that evening to this day, I had peace. And I just had this peace, this God given peace, that I was supposed to stay home, live out my senior year, and just let it be. Cancel the plans, cancel the plans to go out of state to, anyway. And so that's what happened. And then when the senior year was over, it just seemed right. And I must say that there were 9 or 10 girls in my graduating class that entered the same time, the Sisters of St. Mary. So we, as a group, went in. Now they all left eventually, but I stayed, and that's my story.